Once again, I am Silent3, and this is my kitchen. And once again, I am in a mad scramble to be ready. You would think I would fix that, but I never do. In my defense, though, all of this week has been a mad scramble, though, so, yeah. We are eating some grapes, fixing my camera, and we are gonna make chicken salad tonight. I didn't get my dish ready first. Okay. Chicken salad starts with, as you might have guessed, chicken, but also a great big old container. So let's bring this down. Hey, Linkster, welcome to the stream. Oh, let's turn this light on. Does this make a difference? Yeah, whatever. We'll go with that. Okay. Can't do that. Okay. So I have here most of a rotisserie chicken. This is one that I just bought for $6 at my local Wegmans. And I like using these because it saves me the hassle of having to cook a chicken. Because no matter how I cook it, it will never be as good as Wegmans rotisserie chicken. So you'll notice I've already removed the legs and the wings. That is because I thought I had the last lunch today at work. So I ate a big breakfast, but then it turns out that I had first lunch. So I wasn't actually hungry by the time it was lunch. So I ate a donut that my boss had brought in, and I had a couple cups of tea. And that's it. That's all I had for lunch at like 11:30. And now here it is, 7 hours later, and not surprisingly, I am a little bit hungry. So I devoured one of these chicken legs and sent the other up to Dice, because this is our dinner tonight. Because the meal that we are making tonight is not what Dice and I are having for dinner tonight. This is preparation for Extra Life. Extra Life, if you don't know, do you ever listen to me when I talk? No. Extra Life is an annual charity event. Normally, like the official day is in November, but I like doing mine early, so I'm doing mine in August this year. In fact, on Saturday, 2 days from now. And what I do is I make a big old batch of chicken salad, and I pre-portion it to make it very easy, and then I just eat it. Okay, so do you see this little indentation here? There's another one on the side that still has this in it. These are called the oysters, the chicken oysters. Under no circumstances should you ever put these in a dish that you are making. For example, I use these rotisserie chickens when I'm making chicken salad. I use them when I am making buffalo chicken wing dip. Do not put these in there. These are the most tender, most juicy bits of the chicken, and these should always be reserved for snacks for the chef while making other things. Delicious. Okay. I did, unfortunately, already pop the other one out, but I'm glad I got to show you that one. They are on the underside of the chicken. Here's its wings up here. And they're amazing. And I highly recommend them, as you might have guessed. So, we're getting our hands dirty today, as you might have noticed. And I am just tearing this chicken apart with my bare hands. And once they're in small bite-sized pieces, I will be putting them in this massive container that I have gotten out, that I have stupidly left off stream. It's off to the side right over here. Here we go. Maybe if I like hang everything off, you can see a little bit of it. I feel like it's not worth it. What I should do is just continue shredding this thing. Here's its spine. How gross is that? When you can actually see the part of the animal that it was, it makes me a little uncomfortable. Like the ribs are the same way. Don't like it. Don't like it. So we're just tearing all of that out. We're setting it aside because we don't put that in chicken salad, that's for sure. There is a sizable chance that I am missing out on a lot of good meat by just tossing those chunks aside. But, man, that's a lot of work, okay? And it's not worth it in my opinion. So, you're breaking down this chicken. I have another chicken, I should say. Hi, Karote. Is that right? Karote Cart? Hello, and welcome to the stream. I am making food today. Chicken salad right now, which is why I am shredding a chicken. Alright, so that one's pretty well cleared off. So let's, with my chickeny hands, scooch that just a little. And now I'm just ripping them up. I saw what was supposed to be a life hack about like taking this pile of chicken here, putting it in here, and then taking a hand mixer to it and just and letting that do the work of shredding. But man, this isn't a lot of work. Especially, pardon me, especially when it's still slightly warm, like this one. I have found the ideal time to hand shred a hot rotisserie chicken from the store is you bring it home, you cut off whatever pieces you are going to eat immediately, and you eat them. And you let the rest of the chicken sit out in the open air while you eat it. And it takes, I don't know about you guys, it takes me like half an hour. So by the time I have finished eating, my chicken has cooled for about half an hour. And it's the perfect heat for hand shredding because it is not too hot, that it hurts my hands, but it's also not so cold that it is difficult to shred. Warm chicken shreds faster. So that is my advice to you if you are shredding chicken, is do it when it's warm. There we go. Life advice with Silent today. I should change the name of the stream. Okay. While I do like eating chicken skin, I don't like finding massive chunks of it in my chicken salad. No, it's more expensive, but you wonder what chicken salad would be like using KFC chicken. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, Linkster. I think Wegmans rotisserie chicken is better than KFC chicken. There, I said it. If you mean like specifically the fried bits in there, could be good. Could be good. I don't know. I think I'm not completely sold on the 11 herbs and spices fried mixture. Not even like the 11 herbs and spices, like fried chicken in general. Yeah, it's good, but I do prefer rotisserie. Oh my god, you used to eat an entire one by yourself for lunch? That's crazy. Dice and I together usually get 2 meals out of it, though I do also make something with it. Today I made some pasta. It is still over there. Yeah, I bet it is so good. I I can't fault that logic. Okay, so here we have about half of a chicken. Now we're gonna bring out our other chicken. He's still a little trussed up. Or she, I should say. It's probably a she. Look at the size of those breasts. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start by tearing it apart. Oh my gosh, look how delicious and juicy this is. Oh, you left a lot of meat. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. I don't know why I wouldn't feel fine with your eating habits way long ago. That actually doesn't make any difference to me and has no bearing on my life at all. But, you know, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna shred this one a little bit more as we go. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. I sometimes, when I am shredding a chicken like this, like to pretend that there has been some kind of outbreak, apocalypse, something like that, that has required us all to become. Hey! Thank you, Slayer, for the sub! And now you will know how to make this for when Sly starts craving it. It might be the kind of thing where, like, it will never taste quite the same as the original, no matter how you try. I know that's how it is with me and hollandaise sauce. I can never make it as well as Dice's mother. Which, I guess is why they do say there's nothing like home for the hollandaise. But, you know, at least you'll know how, if it ever comes up. Whatever. So I like to pretend that there's been some kind of apocalypse or whatever, and I am no longer able to go to Wegmans and buy myself a rotisserie chicken. I like to pretend that I raised this chicken and I killed it myself, and now I am trying to do everything I can to survive in this desolate wasteland. And step one of survival is saving the oysters for yourself. You keep forgetting what? I don't know what you keep forgetting. So, we start with about 1.5 chickens, hand shredded for best result. Okay, I think we're doing all right there. Get its biceps over here. Oh, thank you for your subscription. I don't have a fancy name for my subscribers because, I mean, there are 2 of you. Anyway. Thank you, though. I really do appreciate it. I do not want to sound ungrateful. I am all over the place. I always interrupt my own stories. All the time. Like, I've been interrupted my entire life. To the point where I actually broke down in tears one Thanksgiving because I never got to talk. And that was a whole ordeal. But here I am doing it to myself. Do you think it would have been better, Linkster, if you spread the rotisserie chicken out across 2 days, but completely emptied it of meat? Like, not leaving any behind. I don't know. Binda's here on the floor next to me, just licking the floor. I assume I might have accidentally dropped something, and she ate it, and then is now cleaning up the juices. So I guess thanks. My floor is clean enough that someone will eat off of it. I wouldn't recommend any human do it. Ooh, a McDonald's ad. I wonder if, because, oh, he can't hear me right now. Buy it at lunch, don't have a way to transport it home. Did you have a refrigerator at work, I guess, is the next question. You get so much more food and better food with the Wegmans rotisserie chicken than you would at McDonald's anyway. So I do find it funny that you are here talking about McDonald's. Oh, no storage container. I guess you probably wouldn't want to just leave it in the bag. Why not just bring a storage container from home? That's just me. I don't know. I wonder if, because this is a food and drink stream, if more people are getting food and drink. Okay, no worries. If people are getting more food related ads. Because I know usually when I tune into my friend's stream, they're doing video games and I get video game ads. I generally bring my lunch from home, and there's about a 50-50 shot that when I finish eating, after I wash the dish, if I will remember to bring it home. So, in that regard, I would have a storage container. So, I guess, yay for forgetfulness. I used to go over to Wegmans from their their prepared food counter. I used to go over there for lunch pretty frequently. But now that I think about it, it does make more sense to just get a rotisserie chicken. It's like half the price and more food. I haven't done it since the start of the pandemic, though. I really did try to limit how many times I go to public places, such as the grocery store. So, hello, Starlight. If Midna told you that I gave you food, she is lying. I did not give her food. I might have dropped something. And even that I'm not certain about. I think she's lying to you. By the way, I probably should have mentioned, I have six eggs over here boiling. I am hard boiling them to add to the salad because I love hard boiled eggs in my chicken salad. I love them in my regular salads too. I like hard boiled eggs mixed with stuff. And also I like them with just salt. I think my favorite hard boiled egg would have to be a deviled egg though. And I feel like I could probably speak for the majority of humanity when I say that. Oh, crap. This is what you want me to pick up my water bottle with. Okay. Oh, you know what? I had a paper towel over here. Here we go. Paper towel. Open the water. Hold bottle with paper towel. Look at that. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. Perfect. If you have free eggs, I will take them. If you are not using them. I'm going to keep that paper towel with it. Thank you for the hydration. Yeah, if you have extra, I'll take them. I was actually just thinking earlier that I'm running a little low on eggs. But it's because I'm over here hard boiling half a dozen, so I'm not actually low on eggs. And I still have, I think, 4 in there, so I have eggs. I'm just, I don't know, trying to be prepared or something. Eggs are, they're not one of those be prepared foods. Like, I feel like those are more non-perishable things. The kinds of things that you can keep in the basement. And then when something goes wrong. Okay, thank you. Linkster, did you want the free eggs? Would that make more sense? I mean, I'm only taking what you guys don't need. And if Linkster has more of a need for them, then by all means. Okay. Just offering. Do the eggs come in the brown compostable containers, or do they come in the styrofoam ones? I've decided that I am really trying to reduce my carbon footprint, even though I know that me personally, and even the individual consumer personally, is not what is going wrong with our planet. But I still want to do it. Bacon. I like bacon. Okay. Here we go. So here is our chicken. I have my chicken parts. The smart thing to do would be hold on to these to make a really good chicken broth. Actually, can you make a chicken broth with pre-cooked chicken? I don't see any reason why not. I don't know. Now I'm curious. Too late now. I can't do it with those. I already thrown out. Okay. So, chicken shredding is done. I'm gonna throw 13 minutes on my timer. There's been some contention with how long to boil eggs to make them hard boiled. Like, I've seen all kinds of hints and tricks for how to avoid getting the weird green discoloration on the yolk after you hard boil them. But I'm kind of weird and I like the green discoloration. And I find that the way to do that is to cook them thoroughly. Maybe a little more thoroughly than is absolutely necessary. But I like an absolutely solid yolk. Which I understand is not everybody's preference. Super awkwardly cut this. This is a red bell pepper. We will be cutting... Ooh. Make sure you keep your fingers out of the way when you cut it awkwardly. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I missed. Oh, God. Ugh. I missed the trash can and a piece fell on the floor. And it was a bit of effort to bend down and pick it up. I remember once upon a time, my sister asked, why do we wait till we cut into the pepper before we rinse it? Because any dirt or anything would be on the outside. It wouldn't get on the inside. And at the time, I didn't have an answer for her. But since then, I've realize it's to rinse away the seeds. Like, there are all kinds of seeds in there right after cutting it, so I want to get rid of them. How early is too early for a text message? Honestly, I lately have been keeping my phone away from my nightstand. Like, I keep it on a little table on the other side of the room where the phone charger is. And my text message notification is not loud enough to wake me up. So, you can text me anytime. If you need to get a hold of me in the middle of the night, call. But a text is okay anytime. Starlight agrees. She thinks it's okay to wake me up at any time, though. Her favorite time lately has been about 4:30. Give or take an hour. Okay. All right. We're getting there with all of our mix-ins. I have made a few executive decisions for this particular chicken salad. And I think it's 100% because I'm broadcasting it. If it's a call, any time after 7:10 is okay. 7:10 is when my alarm goes off. If it is urgent, again, call me anytime. But if it's for a non-urgent thing, please don't wake me up for it. So text message anytime, emergency call anytime. Non-emergency call after 7:10 a.m. Oddly specific. Okay, we have chicken, we have peppers. And I said we were getting a little weird. So, I have some dried cranberries. Those in for a nice bit of tang and sweetness. Honestly, on a Sunday, same time. Let's just do all of them. Why the heck not? Okay. All right. Cheese. I forgot. Okay. So, we have chicken, we have red bell peppers, we have cranberries. We don't need the cutting board and frame anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm done cutting. Oh, crap. Where is my shredder? Oh, here it is. Right here in front of my face, guys. It's okay. I found it. Okay, so let's do a few things here. I have just a standard crusher thing. Let's set this aside for a second. And set that there. Get rid of this piece of crap. Never use it. And I have some salted roasted almonds here. I'm not going to give them to the dogs, so you can go away, Nina. Taste for toxicity. Ooh, how loud is that? That's really loud for me. Sorry, headphones users. Where did I just put this? Here it is. Okay. And I am going to give these a little bit of a crush. Like, I don't want super de-duper tiny pieces, but I also don't want, like, whole almonds. Okay, so here's what we have. I'm gonna do that a few more times. Oh, gosh, vacation is so good. I am in a similar boat. I haven't had any time off for a significant amount of time. And Saturday is the first of 4 days in a row for me. I don't know how well you can really... Oh, welcome back! I don't know how well you can really count Extra Life as vacation, per se. Since I will definitely still be working and not relaxation. But at least I won't be at work, you know? Okay. Do you often lose friendships during game jams? Here's our next round of almonds. I didn't know you did game jams. Oh, 6 days off. That's awesome. You gonna do anything special with that, Claire? Interesting. I didn't know that. What did you not like about the one that you weren't proud of? Besides the fact that it cost you a friendship. And did you lose friendships during both of them? All right. Go through your clothes. Excellent. No, I'm not. Okay. So, we have chicken, we have bell peppers, we have dried cranberries, we have almonds. We need some cheese. What are you doing with the clothes that you go through? If I had to guess, I'd say not donating them to Goodwill. But maybe like Savers or something? I don't know. There's probably a worthy place out there. I am shredding my own cheese for this. Because I'm showing off and trying to impress you guys. rid of the plastic. Or not. I did not make my own cheese. Thursday. She starts on Thursday already? Gosh. That makes sense, because she said Wednesday was her last day, huh? Oh, open door mission. Nice. What do we have here? Oh, that looks really good. How much of that did you make? Like, did you make all of the character arts and stuff, Merchant? Okay. Now I will turn off my eggs and I will leave that for a minute while I finish doing this. Let them cool at least a little bit. Oh, okay, so it was a whole bunch of you guys working together. Okay. Which would explain by why you might lose friendships. People working together. Oh, not enjoyable. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. They can't all be winners, unfortunately, but... So, what was the game like? Keep spreading this around so I have room for more. So I might have been better off using the bigger container, because I still have to mix this. Oh, yeah. I do know those. I kind of like those. Like the weird ones where it's like there are 4 people and 4 pets and 4 names. Or 4 names, 4 pets. And I don't know what color they're wearing or something. I don't know. And then you have to try to figure everything out based on the clues. I actually really like those. Is that what the game was? Because I can imagine some people wouldn't find that enjoyable, but others would. So maybe, maybe it ended up being enjoyable, just not to you. You're a manager who moves into a failing wing of a corporation. You have to assign people to cubicles where they work on projects. Regardless of if a project succeeds or fails, you know who did the best. However, you don't know what individual members are good at. Interesting. And I imagine, in addition to knowing what each member is good at, you also know what qualities were valuable and not as effective in each project. When there's just this much cheese left, we eat it. We don't have to shred our fingers just to get the last bit. Okay. So, next up, we have sweet pickle relish. I like this stuff. It might be controversial in a chicken salad, but this is for me and I like it, so I'm putting it in there. If you decide to make chicken salad and you don't like sweet pickle relish, then don't put it in there. Easy peasy. Gosh, it smells so good. You can only know comparatively. You know who did best, And you can interview 2 employees to find out a relative relationship. Body is better than suit. Okay. Okay. That sounds pretty interesting. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have done this yet. I'll be fine. We'll be fine. This was just the spatula that I was going to use to scoop out Miracle Whip, which will be going in after we give this a cursory stir. Just so I can look at the colors and see if I think there's enough of everything. Definitely should have used the bigger container. In fact, the art does look really good. I honestly hadn't noticed the baby legs. Keyword goal. So developing synergy, innovating synergy, developing innovation. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I am gonna just dump all of this in here. This is a little bit bigger. And I only lost a piece of chicken and a few shreds of cheese. That's not bad, all things considered. I think that was another piece. Okay. Aww! That sounds very cute. I'm fixing my camera, guys. Rotate. Will you rotate? Oh my gosh, that definitely doesn't want to rotate. There we go. Alright, well, I guess that's okay. You can see more of my mess now, too. So, less okay. But, that's alright. It is good. It is good. It is, full of delicious flavors and, good proteins. It's got some veggies in there. I probably should put another pepper in there just based on the amount of other stuff. Yeah, I think I will. Let's do a yellow one. That goes there. I'm done with this. Might be done with this. Might be done with that. Nibble on some tasty bits. Okay. Okay. Merchant, when would you like to do the fan fiction? It just occurred to me that we haven't actually discussed that yet. And we should probably figure it out. I have, for you in Central Time, I have the one shot at noon. There is at 3 the baby food tasting stream. At 7 is narrative telephone. And at 1 a.m., I start playing Don't Starve, and it is just Don't Starve for the rest of the stream. So, what time works for you? We've got a pretty decent chunk in between baby food tasting and narrative telephone. So that could be a good time. In between, what did I say? Baby food at 3 and narrative telephone at 7. Sorry for the struggle as I come up with these figures. I am also converting to okay, space it out a bit. Okay, that sounds good. I'm converting to Central Time as I go. So you have told me a very generic plot for what happens in this. Uh-oh, lost audio? Are we back? Oh, I seem to be dropping a few frames. So that could be bad. The food must go on. Oh, not on your end. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation, Linkster. Of course, when we're trying to get things figured out, and it's very important that he hear me, is when he can't. He heard all of my stupid stories about... What stupid stories have I told so far? I said in response... I actually hadn't given a response. I said, okay, that sounds good. Okay, how... I guess I can type too, huh? How objectionable are some of the first chapters? Because I remember last year, it was slow enough at work that my coworkers actually tuned in. And even if they wouldn't have audio playing while there are customers at the studio, I don't want to risk saying anything that could be objectionable if someone ends up sneaking in before they get a chance to mute it. So... Oh! We're good now? I can say what I just said, yeah. How objectionable are the first few chapters? Because you've told me a little bit about what the premise is. And I don't want to have anything that could be considered straight up offensive before noon. And that is because last year my coworkers tuned in while they were slow. Rated... Oh, okay, appropriate for children. Good deal. So, while it might be rated appropriate for children, I remember some of the themes that you mentioned, and those might not be appropriate for a workplace. So that is my follow-up question. And I think something rated K is going to be a welcome break from Sonic. Okay. I will have to also keep this in mind while I'm doing my drawings, too, because I don't want to draw anything terrible. Okay. So usually the way this goes is I add what seems like a whole lot of Miracle Whip, and then I mix it up and I realize this isn't even close to enough, and I have to add more. That's how this usually goes. So, getting in with our first few mixes here. I feel like it will be the case again this time. That's fine. That's fine. Because we are not using the same spatula. Yeah. Okay. If we do 14 chapters, are each of the chapters approximately the same length? Wait, is that what you said? 14 chapters? Yes. About 3 pages a chapter. Okay. 14. So if we go in 3 chapter increments, then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13, 14. Oh, a lot of variants. Okay. So maybe, do you have approximate word counts per chapter? Because maybe we can, like, divvy it up. 13. Sucks that 13 is a prime number. So we can't have a nice even 1,000 something. This is hard. What if, you know what? I'm not gonna mix, ooh, yes I am. I was gonna say I'm not gonna mix this up too much because I'm gonna be adding egg later and I'm gonna mix it all then. But this is very hard mixing because I'm trying to get everything more combined and it's a bit of a thick mess. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it too much. I guess going by time would be more appropriate. Do we want to do like 15 to 20 minute chunks? We do only half of it? Is that because the second half is terrible? Because that's why we didn't do the second half of Sonic. And if it's not terrible, I don't like leaving a story unfinished. I think I need just a little bit more. There might be enough left. We are at the end of our jar of Miracle Whip here. And I need just a little more. And while I do have another jar, if we can get away with not having to open it for this, then I would like to. Just emptying this jar out. It's pretty clean. I want it so cleaned out that I don't have to feel bad about putting it straight into the recycling bin without rinsing it. That's how clean I want it. Alright guys, Do you prefer Miracle Whip or mayo? I personally prefer Miracle Whip. I know a lot of people complain that it is too sweet, but I like sweet things, and that is probably why I prefer Miracle Whip. Also, I used to work at a restaurant, and once while unloading their shipment of stuff, they accidentally left a vat of mayonnaise out of the truck, outside, and I know the terrible the terrible ending of this story would be how bad it ended up going. But what actually ended up happening is that it didn't go bad at all because it was so full of preservatives. Now, I do know that it doesn't really count to compare. To compare a restaurant vat of mayonnaise to anything else, but it's still kind of skewed, my opinion. I'm gonna have to get the other jar. I thought about supplementing. Probably. I thought about supplementing with ranch dressing so I wouldn't have to open this, but I think I will stick true to the Miracle Whip because I know that I can have this a variety of ways without getting sick of it over the course of an entire day. Okay. Now take this spoon, which is like coated in it right now, and is very unpleasant to hold. I know I said I needed just a little bit more, but I figure if I'm gonna have to add more, then I might as well go all out. How much goes in it? How much Miracle Whip? I don't actually measure. I go by the texture of it. Because before I added it, it was still really thick. And not like there wasn't a lot of movement to it. There would be places like near the bottom where I would mix in and it would still be like completely dry. This is looking better though. Maybe someday I will actually make this and measure things. Some of it's pretty easy to do. Like 1.5 rotisserie chickens, an entire bag of those cranberries, 2 bell peppers, 3 handfuls of crushed almonds. Oh, that one isn't as easy. And then some amount of Miracle Whip to make it creamy. What it comes down to. It makes some delightful sound effects. I hope you guys are getting that full, like, science fiction wet exploration sound. Get closer. There we go. I hope that picked up well enough for you guys. But it was also a pretty good view of how it looks. It is like a single mass. That's how I like it. And of course, you can do less if you do prefer more diverse textures within it. But this is just how I like it. Okay, now squish, squish, squish. Oh God, right? Sounds like the being inside a human mouth. Blah, gross. I have opted to not put any seaweed in this one this time, only because I'm so excited about those grapes. Only because this is going to be my meal for all day. And after like the first 6 or 7 cubits of seaweed, oh, hydrate. Speaking of inside the human mouth, right? Delicious. Okay, how is our water over here? Still quite warm. So, I have my eggs. There we go. That's getting better. Let's start by running one of them under some cold water for a little bit to help cool it. Now, I had mentioned before about the texture of the inside of the yolk, and letting it cool inside the water is a part of it. Whole fanfic is about 30 pages. I wonder if we could do like... really, I should ask you, how many sessions do you want of reading this? Because that's what we should really be going by. I've got all kinds of time. I'm not worried about that. How much time do you want to put into it? Because I already have you for the one-shot and for narrative telephone as, like, things you are an active participant in. Adding this, too, is just obviously even more stuff. So, where would you like to draw the line? I don't actually remember how much you did in terms of time for Sonic. This might come as a surprise, but I actually blocked out a large part of that from my memory. We did about 15 to 20 minute segments. But I don't know, in terms of word count, I don't know how long that lasted us. I'm really glad that making this chicken salad is a whole lot of really tedious things, and I don't have to, like, keep interrupting our conversation to explain what I'm doing now. I'm peeling eggs. I'll be doing this for a little bit. Okay, back to our conversation. Halfway. It has more than... Okay. Okay. So it'll take about the same amount of time to go through all of this as it did going through half of Sonic. How many sessions did we do? I think we did 4 sessions of reading? Maybe it was just 3? Was it 2? God, we're terrible at this. We're asking, like, the 2 people with the worst memory to remember something. You're probably right. Probably 2 or 3. So... do we want to do, like, 3 approximately 10-page segments? you can kind of divvy it up. Like if one chapter break is at 9 pages, but the next chapter is 3 pages on its own, then we should probably stop at the 9 and start things out that way. Just I keep peeling these eggs. Okay, we will do that then. There's the inside, nice and fully cooked, just the way I like it. I'm putting 4 eggs in here. Normally I do closer to 3, but I got distracted talking about fanfic. That's true. That's true. We don't have to keep doing it if nobody is enjoying it. Really, if neither of us. Like, if the viewers enjoy it, but both of us are miserable, then screw them. This is our stream. I don't mean that. I love my viewers very much. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Funny. Okay. You know, I think one of the things that made Sonic High School funny was trying to come up with these incredibly shorthand sketches for what was going on. And while the content itself might not be as ridiculous, I hope, I think that aspect of it will be consistent. So that is my hope. That even if the material, oh, you can't see that. Even if the material on its own isn't as funny, I trust in the two of us to be able to make it funny. Because I think you and I have proven time and time again that between the two of us, we can come up with some good banter. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, how long has this been going on? Oh, it's been over an hour. Okay. Well, I have 2 other snacks that I am preparing. So, one snack, only off screen, that's true. You know, I was thinking about that actually. About our off-screen banter, because usually, like, before narrative telephone is when the group of us are at our best. But before narrative telephone, this time around, we're still going to be streaming it. So we're gonna be hilarious. And everyone will get to see how hilarious we are before the cameras start rolling. Alright, so here's a bottle of ranch. Here's a bag of carrots. Boom! Another snack done. Oh, I should say, I also have chips and salsa. That is another snack. I got the Wegmans blue corn tortilla chips, because they are my new favorite, because they're incredible. Oh, man. Do I want to add seasoning to this time around? Oh my gosh, guys. With the almond in there? Oh god, this is good. This is real good. I'm not adding seasoning to the whole thing. It's good on its own. I'm not going to mess with perfection. So, my Next thing, and the last thing, in fact, I should say for this chicken salad, I'm going to be taking a whole bunch of these containers and pre-portioning that and just putting them in the fridge like that. So when it's time for a meal, I can just come down, grab a container, and go. I have Ritz crackers, not Ritz, Club crackers, the extra buttery ones. I love those. I have Club crackers and some wheat thins. I have tortillas. I have King's Hawaiian rolls. I got the big 24 pack. Those will all be eaten. I am not concerned. And like, I'll do some other mixing things. Last year at one point, I put some sriracha in with the chicken salad, and that was really tasty. So I'll do stuff like that again. This next one, I have these grapes here. And I am pulling them out by the vine very carefully. Oh, that's a good one. So you see the size of this little bundle of grapes here? This is what I'm going for. This is a good snack size. So what I am going to do is cut these large vines into a size closer to that. And I'm going to keep them in the bowl. I'm going to get rid of this gross one. Oh, you guys can't see this. Then I'm going to keep them in this bowl. That's another good one. And when I decide I want some grape snacks, I'll just come down and get a little bundle of them. I wonder, should I put these in little containers too? I don't want my fridge to be completely full of little containers, is what it comes down to, though. So I think I will leave them in this bowl. And I will have that one, and I will have that one. And if I do this right, then I will only come down to get some grapes when I need a little snack. Guys, there are only 4 on this one. That means I have to eat them now. It's tragic. That's true. If I pre-portion them, then I should remove them from the vine. Or if I package them, I should remove them from the vine. Okay. So, let's do some cutting. Right there. This one's kind of a small one, but that's okay. Let's see this. Oh, okay. Well, let's just cut this. That's a good one. A little smaller. At the very least, they will be easier to come down and get. If I'm being honest, what's probably going to end up happening is I'm just going to come down and get this entire bowl. That's what I'm going to want to do anyway, because these grapes are delicious. They are just regular green grapes. They aren't the cotton candy kind. That kind freaks me out. Gosh, those are so small. Okay, there we go. It's just a little itty bitty bit of them. Oh my gosh. From off screen, I think that might be the hard part. Because I think it would be pretty simple for someone off screen to be fanning me with a giant palm frond, but feeding me grapes from off screen might be a little bit harder. You prefer red seedless? I like the green ones more. I think partially texture-wise, in my experience, the green ones are crisper, and I prefer that. The green one, or the purple ones or red ones, sometimes get a little bit mushy, and I don't like that. The texture of these is my favorite. So that's why I went with the green ones. So there we have it. We have a big old bowl of grapes. We have carrots with ranch. We'll have chips with salsa. And for actual meals, we have chicken salad. Get this back in frame because it's beautiful. And there we go. That is how I prepare for Extra Life. Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to do that prepackaged in Ziploc baggies, because like you say, it's not green. I like my grapes and my my prep to be green. That's dumb. Sorry. Yeah, but I think I'll just leave them in the bowl just like this, and then every now and then just come out and grab a thingy. You guys didn't see that. I think I'll leave them in the bowl just like this, and every now and then just come down and grab a thingy. I do have a salsa. Again, it's a Wegmans brand, but it's really good. It's oh gosh, the glare is a bit bad. It's peach mango. It's got a sweetness to it, but also a very, very mild kick, and it is wonderful, and it is my favorite. So yeah, I have that. And I think food-wise, I mean, I still need to get this portioned out, but I'm ready. Food-wise. I still have a lot of stuff to do, but at least I know I won't go hungry doing it. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you on Saturday for the big Extra Life stream. We're going to be doing just a whole lot of different things. Cheese and butter area. Jack salsa. Okay, I'll give that a try sometime, but for something like Extra Life, I want to do the tried and true version that I know I like. So, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you on Saturday.